Today, people across the country, including here in Vermont, are protesting Texas's new abortion law 1 month after it took effect. The law, which is now the most restrictive in the country, outlaws abortion once a fetal heartbeat is detected around 6 weeks into pregnancy. And today, while pro-choice Vermonters take to the State House in protest of abortion bans, another group, which is anti-abortion, plans to sound the alarm on a proposal in Vermont that they believe swings too far in the opposite direction.
We think it's the most extreme pro-abortion concept in the country.
This is enshrining health care and the right to choose for all Vermonters.
Just days after Texas signed into law the most restrictive abortion ban in the United States, Vermont legislators began an effort to amend the state constitution to ensure the right to abortion in the Green Mountain State. Proposal 5 states, quote, that an individual's right to personal reproductive autonomy is central to the liberty and dignity to determine one's own life course and shall not be denied or infringed unless justified by a compelling state interest achieved by the least restrictive means. If passed, Vermont would become the first state in the nation to uphold personal reproductive liberty in its constitution. Senator Keisha Ram Hinsdale, a Democrat representing the Chittenden district, believes Proposal 5 is groundbreaking.
Our liberty is predicated on the idea that we can choose how to move forward with our health care and our family planning. And our pursuit of happiness has everything to do with when and how to bring life into this world. So many of us want that opportunity.
But pro-life advocates say Proposal 5 goes too far. Mary Hahn Beerworth, the executive director of the Vermont Right to Life Committee, believes the term personal reproductive liberty is unpredictable, vague, and open to interpretation.
They open the door to unconstrained science. If an unborn child has zero rights under the law and under our Constitution, your imagination can tell you how far that might go. And it could lead to experimental sorts of things happening to an unborn child, that it's far as the science can take you.
While many Americans are focused on Texas, Hahn Beerworth says she wants to keep the conversation in Vermont around the decisions the Vermont legislature is making, not Texas.
So that's my focus. Texas does what Texas does, but Vermont has stripped any protection for an unborn child, and that is the other end of extreme, in my opinion.
Senator Ram Hinsdale and other pro-choice advocates say they're worried Texas's abortion ban, which includes a clause that lets private citizens file lawsuits against abortion providers, sets a dangerous precedent in the U.S.
This is the biggest overreach I've ever seen beyond the issue of abortion into the freedoms and liberties of every Texan, and thereby, the threat of that happening to other Americans.
And here's where the two events are happening today. The Vermont Right to Life Committee is hosting the Life Symposium at the DoubleTree in South Burlington from 8 to 3. And multiple organizations, including the Women's March and the ACLU, are leading the rally for reproductive freedom at the Vermont State House from 2 to 4. We'll have coverage of both events in our evening newscast.